Hi, Ivan. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing great, doing great. Enjoying Serbia very much.
I'm happy to hear this. I also enjoyed Serbia for the small time I was there this summer. I enjoyed it very much. So I'm happy to know that you and Vlado are coming in Bucharest, and I hope you are going to enjoy Bucharest also. So
We are looking very much forward to it.
okay, so we are here together to talk a little bit about Vlado's work and parallel constellations. I will start by saying again, I want to underline this again, that I met Vlado 4 years ago during the International Family and Organizational Constellation Training organized by the Institute, Jonin Lee Gabai. And Vlado was at that time teaching along with 40 trainers, all of them elders, but not regarding the age, but regarding their work in constellation. They were with Bert Hellinger from the beginning of the work. They did the steps together with him, and also but you are going to talk about this work that Vlado and Bert Hellinger did in Serbia and around in the countries in the Balkan area. I find his work, and I'm thinking a lot of this. There are times now we really need to work together on another level. Yes, we are still need to work individual level, but we have to expand and integrate this individual level and just the family system to other individuals and to other systems. And I do believe that the parallel constellation work that Vlado is doing is this kind of work that we really need in these times. So I'm listening to you. What is your opinion about this?
Yes, it's definitely a difficult time in the world right now. Lots of polarization, divisiveness. There are people are picking their sides, and technology is not helping because everyone is siloed in their information kind of lanes. Social media is reinforcing their point of view, and so everyone is getting stuck in their point of view, and it's very, very difficult time right now. The world needs a lot of healing. The world needs a lot of reconciliation. The world needs peace right now. And we that are involved in the work, that are supporting the work, supporting the people to heal, we need to continue to evolve how we approach things, how we help people, how can we share things that can accelerate the evolution required out there, so that we don't continue in the wrong direction here. I don't like to say this, but all these wars that are happening all over the world, it's a reflection of our inner state and what's happening within us. And so I have traveled all over the world, training with the best teachers. I've put in a lot of miles across the world, and I know you have too. That's what really we have in common. I always wanted to learn as much as possible from every teacher, and especially the people that have worked with Bert Hellinger personally. I got involved with the work about 2011, and I almost had a chance to see Bert, but I missed it as he got sick for that particular event. And when I first experienced Vlado's work, Vlado's my primary teacher. I was blown away because he was completely different than everyone else doing work. And what I loved the most about it was the incredible amount of energy that was involved in the work. You know, I was there. I came to the first workshop, 2-day event in Belgrade, and I participated in some probably 60 constellations, you know, and I was used to, you know, one at a time. You know, we get 3 constellations today and 3 constellations tomorrow. And, you know, not everyone gets to work. And when I got there, it was, first of all, it was a huge group, maybe 100 people. And I was like, wow, this is different, 100 people. And then I heard that everyone that comes gets to set up their own constellation. And I was like, wow, how is this going to happen? This, you know, I saw how the work is done usually. And I was like, no way, no, it's impossible. And next thing you know, Vlado starts setting up the parallel constellations, and the energy exchange and the room and everyone, a movement of the soul, movement of the spirit. My mind was like, wow, this is incredible. And in that first experience for me, I was representing in maybe 60 plus constellations. You know how there's more women in the work than men. So every father, grandfather, son, whatever, it was like, okay, would you participate? Yes. Okay, would you participate? Yes. And when I got home on Saturday night, I lie down in bed and I could feel the energy vibrating still off of my body, like I was put into a energy vortex. It was incredible. And then on Sunday, after another day like that, I felt like there was smoke. There was smoke coming. Like my body was on fire in a good way. There was all this exchange of energy and healing and all of these things, you know. When we represent, there's even a deeper healing than normal when we're doing our own constellation. So that was incredible. And I immediately joined the education group, and then I immediately started hosting Vlado in Los Angeles. I organized his events in Los Angeles for 7 years. It was the deepest personal development work and healing that my family and I could go through. We did 5 events per year with Vlado, and then eventually I started facilitating when Vlado was not there, and that was my journey. And to this day, it's incredible. Nobody else is doing this work like that. Vlado has an incredible capacity for tracking the field and what is going on. He's an incredible teacher and an incredible leader and facilitator. And in the history of his work, his evolution was very unique, because in the old Yugoslavia, he started with translating Bert's book, Acknowledging What Is, to Serbian, and then starting to work with reconciliation in the former republics of Yugoslavia. And then he hosted Bert Hellinger in the peace congresses, which were really, really incredible events with many peace leaders around the world coming as well to support the reconciliation in the former Yugoslavia. Nowadays that all these wars are popping up again, I think that peace, work on the peace in the world and getting people together and exchanging ideas and realizing our commonality, realizing our humanity together, is so needed right now. And this is why we are also now spreading the message and spreading the news and letting more people learn about this, because I think we need more constellators doing parallel constellations and doing, you know, when you do 5, 7, 10 constellations in a weekend, it's great contribution. But when you do 70, 80, 100 constellations in a weekend, it's a different level of movement. It's a bigger energetic movement, and we need more bigger energetic movements in the world right now, so that we can get everyone together, exchange of ideas, exchange of energy, realizing how we have so much more in common than we have differences. And everybody is talking about the differences. That's a little bit of the history, a little bit of the of my journey, and talking about Vlado and the huge contribution that he's made for my family and for my children, and for our marriage, for our business, for, you know, having such a deep level of engagement and work with him has made a huge difference in our lives. And this is why we share with everyone that will listen, that they should experience it. Just give yourself a taste of what it's like to be in such a field. Give yourself a taste to experience that such a large energy movement. Then once you experience it, then you'll know how it resonates with you, and how do you like it? Do you enjoy it? Do you see it as something that you want to be more involved in? We're coming to Bucharest for the first time. That's very special. Thank you, Laura, for hosting. Thank you for inviting us. We are very much looking forward to it. It's coming now. It's almost in a few weeks, and we can't wait. You know, we have been a part of several countries doing constellation work. I think we visited, I think, 7 or 8 countries with Vlado as he was doing work. And every time when there's a new country, it's always a special occasion. It feels like a celebratory moment. It feels like one of those times you celebrate.
I do believe that it is because as we are talking again and again, we really need this kind of work. And I want to share just a little bit from my experience, just my first day, when it was a little bit shocking what is happening. How is this possible? What is this movement so big? And then in the evening, when I arrived to the hotel, when I stayed, when I allowed myself to stay with the experience, a lot of memories that I really forget about them, a lot of small pieces of puzzle, they started to realign, and I said, oh, okay, this is only one day, and I've been only in 1 or maximum 2 representations, so I didn't work too much in the field, no, as the representative, because I was in the field anyway. We are in the field anyway. But it was, yeah, it is something. It is something. And this is why we really need to spread this work. So I'm happy that you are coming together with Vlado and Mariana, some other people from Serbia. So 17, 18, 19 of October, we are going to be here in Bucharest, allowing ourselves to experience an expanded field. And I'm sure it will be a huge movement in Bucharest also.
Yes, I'm so looking forward to it. You know, if you're wondering if you should come, you should definitely come. If you are just an enthusiast of the work, you love constellations, you love healing, it's helping you in your life, you should definitely give yourself a chance to experience this. And if you are a constellator, if you are, you know, leading constellations, definitely, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You should come and see what is possible for you one day, if you wish to continue to develop your capacity and expand your contribution. You know, even if you're a trainer, because I know, Laura, you train other constellators. It's expansive even for the trainers, even for people who have been around for 20 years. It's really powerful and really strong experience for everyone to be in the field like this with such a great movement.
Yeah, it is true. So I invite everybody who is interested in this work to be there with us and with Vlado, and to experience Vlado's work, Parallel Constellations. Thank you for being together with us and sharing with us your experience and more about Parallel Constellations and Vlado. And I'm looking forward to having you here in Bucharest.
We can't wait. A big hug for everyone. Looking forward to in-person hugs.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.